Come on, y'all. Yeah, Urban Therapy Son. Y'all know what this means. There's no blog talk. Well, sometimes it be how it be, and you gotta roll with the punches. Word. But everything's gonna be alright, and I can guarantee that. Get into it. Yeah. I will, you will. Sun 75. Daily go getterism. Urban Therapy with Sun. Hi. All my people in the chat and everywhere where you're at. Whether you make your voices heard, that's my word. So, today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we talking about, is repairing a friendship worth it? You know, friendships define who we are. Few things about friendships. Friendships, they tell you what you like. They tell you who you like. And they also tell you what you like to do. So, who you're friends with defines a lot of your personality. A lot of people don't like to look at it that way. Ain't no way around it. But what we gonna do today is we gonna talk about what happens when you have a falling out. Is it even worth putting the band back together again? Hey, yeah, and that's how we do. Yeah. So, in the absence of any intro music, we make our own. Everything is gonna be alright. That's the tone. We gonna set it. Ain't no forgiving it. Everything is gonna be alright. You think it ain't? Yeah. Yeah. That's how we rolling. Yeah. So that's how it's going down. Daily Go Getterism show. Urban Therapy with Sun. Urban Therapy with Sun. This is where we are. So, it's the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Saturday, the 28th. The 28th of September. September has 2 more days left in it. And then that's over. It's Libra time. It was Virgo time in the beginning. Libra time now. The scales are getting balanced. We doing what we got to do out here. Today, on this Saturday, September 28th, 2024, we are talking about actually asking the question, is repairing a friendship worth it? Is it worth it to repair or try to repair a friendship that has been broken, where you've had a serious falling out? I'm not talking about a disagreement, like maybe you're a Cowboys fan, I'm an Eagles fan, and one of our teams beat the other one, and we lost a bet against each other, so we salty because we didn't want to pay or we didn't feel like it was right. I'm talking about serious situations between friendships where the ties between the friendships have been severed, and we feel like, I don't think that I can be a friend with that person anymore. Maybe some fundamental differences that you didn't think existed before have now cropped up, and you don't know if it's really a good idea to be friends with this person anymore. Friendships tap into our trust factor. That's one thing about friendships that a lot of people don't like, but it's undeniable. One thing about our friends that we require in order for somebody to be our friend is that we have to be able to trust them. We may not have to be able to trust them with I don't know, our wives or husbands and spouses, and we might not entrust them to take care of our kids or feed our families or save our lives necessarily, but we do trust them to keep our secrets, to listen to us, to lend some understanding. You know, we trust our friends to be there because they are our crew. They are our team. They are our force. You know, when you see us together, you realize that we are together. No, this is my homie. This is my people. These are my brothers. You know, this shit like that. So, you know, who doesn't trust their homie? Who doesn't trust their brothers? Who doesn't trust their people? Who doesn't trust their family? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said family because a whole lot of people don't trust their family. I get it. I 100% get it. By the way, can y'all hear me clearly? I need to ask y'all that because the microphone that I'm using is actually in back of me. I don't like the way it looks when I have to hook it onto a crew neck. You know what I'm saying? So I figured I'll put it in the back and it'll be inconspicuous. It should be able to pick up the audio, but will it pick up the audio to the point where it's clear? Am I clear? Because honestly, with the microphone in front of me, sometimes I feel like if I raise my voice, and y'all know I've been known to raise my voice, sometimes yell a little bit, you know, sometimes I feel like it picks up a little bit too much interference or some reverb. Those are, you know, that's techie audio nerd type of talk. But anyway, like sometimes I feel like being farther away from the microphone is a little bit better. So let me know, am I clear? Dimples D's, what's going on? She says yes, and I hope that the yes is answering the question about the microphone, the audio. So let me know if I sound too far away, that I'll get it from the back and flip it around and put it the conventional way. Other than that, I'll leave it in the back. But y'all will do. So let me know though. Let me know. I mean, you know, there's a slight delay between when I'm talking in real time and when y'all are actually getting the information. And I know that for a fact. All right, Dimples D says, yes, all clear. All right, then we're going to go with that. Good looking out. I appreciate it. Is it worth it to repair a friendship? Is repairing a friendship worth it? Think about all the friends that you've had over the years. Think about all the friendships that you've had over the years, from the time that you even knew what a friend was, from the time that you were like a baby and your mom and dad was putting you together with other babies. You ain't know. You know what I mean? Our first friends was our friends by default. Our moms and our dads put us with our older or younger brothers and sisters or cousins or the kids of their friends. You know what I'm saying? Godparents, all that kind of stuff. That's where our first friendships came from, more than likely. You know, our first friendships probably weren't even chosen for us. They just kind of happened by circumstance. I was in the crib. They put me in the crib with somebody. They put somebody else in the crib with me. This was my crib. I normally sleep in this crib by myself. They put somebody else up in there. That's back in the days when babies used to have cribs. Back in the day when babies used to have cribs, because I don't see no cribs no more. Remember when somebody was pregnant and, you know, getting the crib was a big deal, because first of all, cribs are costly. They've always been kind of expensive, but it was a must-have for your baby. Most children now sleep with the mom. And when you really look at that situation, when you really think of that situation, it kind of lets you know how the home structure is set up. Because I'm just saying, I don't hear any. I've been to many a baby shower, and you know what present I didn't see at the none of those baby showers? Cribs. Nah, the baby sleeping in bed with me. Only time the baby don't sleep with them is when it's time to make another baby. And sometimes the baby is there too. You know what I mean? Mom is getting bust out while she's holding the baby. Oh, she sleep. Don't worry about it. Hit it from the back. Got the baby here. A lot of single family homes. You don't need no crib when all of the kids sleep in the bed with mommy. Look, I ain't judging. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, what better way is there to bond with your children than to have them all in the bed with you? Ages newborn all the way up to like 13, 14. Up until they start making kids of their own. All right, let's keep it moving. Anyway, we might need to talk about that at another time. And so Joe says it's 2024. Is 2000s back in the day? Very much so. Very much so. Think about this, Ansel. When we was teenagers, we was always talking about how something happened back in the day. Think about it. All the rap records that I grew up with, they was always talking about old school hip hop. And it was in the same decade as them. Peep game. Picture it. 1988. Picture it. 1988. LL Cool J beefing with Kool Moe Dee. Kool Moe Dee came out with How You Like Me Now, and he dissed LL. He said, I'm bigger and deafer. I'm bigger and better. Forget about deafer. And LL came back with a song called Jack the Ripper. And he said, yo, show this old school sucker punk what real hip hop is, boy. He said, yo, Bob, show this old school sucker punk what real hip hop is, boy. Old school sucker punk. See, Kool Moe Dee and the Treacherous 3 came out in 1981. And Jack the Ripper came out in 1988. And really, it came out in 1987 because it came out at the end of 1987. So you could credit it. Look, it came out in 1987. It came out in 1987. So Jack the Ripper, King Hercules. So when we was teenagers, back in the day was 3 or 4 years. Now you asking if 20 years, because take it back to 2004. You know, white t-shirts going all the way down to your knees, baggy jeans hanging up off, crazy shit. You ain't know what nobody was shaped like in 2004. Yeah, it's definitely back in the day. Most of these cats right now wasn't even around. So yeah, that's definitely old school. Definitely old school. Ansel Jones says, I graduated in 2000. That's why I asked. Yeah. You graduated in 2000? Yeah. Yeah, you're an old head now, my G. You're an old head. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's amazing how when you're 25 years old, you look at being 40 years old as far away. And that shit be happening with the quickness. Let me do this intro. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is a Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Today, I almost said tonight, today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, almost said the Daily Go Get Him show, we are talking about is it worth it to repair a friendship? Is repairing a friendship worth it? See, the thing is, when you are friends with somebody You depend on each other in ways that you don't really notice or that you don't want to acknowledge. You know, you expect your friends to, do wingman duties for you. You expect your friends to be your sort of counselors and therapists. Like I could tell my friends about what's going on in my life. If I'm being abused, if I'm being hurt, if I'm in love and I got my heart broken, or if I got teased, or if I got my feelings hurt, or or if I'm in trouble, I can tell my friends about it and they'll try to help. We depend on our friends to do that. And when it becomes a situation where you realize you can't depend on your friends to do that, it can get really, really hard on you. And it's not just not being able to depend on them or rely on them. It might be the way that it's done. Like when you declare yourself not being friends with somebody anymore, it's not a small thing, because you might have to factor in how long you have been friends with that person in the first place. You might have been friends with them. Let's say you were friends with somebody for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Matter of fact, forget that. Scratch that 2 years and 3 years, because you don't really know a person that well in 2 or 3 years. 5 years, y'all got a little history. And I mean 5 years of steady friendship. Not some, he was a friend or she was a friend of a friend, and I knew him. We hung out a couple of times, then we started getting cool. I ain't talking about that. I mean 5 years, like, yo, this is my people. Whenever I go out, I invite them. If I ever have a function, I invite them. You know what I'm saying? We roll out together. We do things together. We know things about each other that other people don't know about us. Okay. So when you get to the point where that breaks down, where that's no longer the case, where you don't feel like this person is the kind of person that you can be friends with anymore, you have to think about what it takes to not be somebody's friend, or to not be able to be somebody's friend anymore. Oh, I do sound far away? Okay. All right, well, that's that. All right, well, then we're going to have to do it like this, because that was the moment I feared. That was the moment I feared. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't like it like that, but all right. Okay, yeah. So when you get to the point where you don't feel like you can trust somebody anymore, when you get to the point where you don't, let's say an event happens that really, how can I put this? When you think about all the friendships that you've had, think about the thing that happened that made you question whether somebody was even your real friend anymore. Because sometimes things can happen between two people or two people, or however many people are involved in this whole friendship thing. Things can happen between y'all that will make you question whether somebody was ever your real friend. And that's when it gets really tough. That's when things can get really hard for you. So think about the things that have happened with you and your former friends, your old friends, the friends you had back in the day. Think about what happened that stopped y'all from speaking to each other regularly. Think about what happened that made you say, I ain't calling them no more. If they call me, then, we'll see what's up. But they need to apologize for what happened, or at least acknowledge what happened. There's normally some kind of event, something that happens between two people that makes them question whether they were ever really friends like that or not. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to process. It's not an easy thing to get used to. It's not an easy thing to accept in your life, because it could have been anything. And there's normally some form of either disappointment, letdown, And a letdown and a disappointment can be the same thing, but they can be different also. Like, I could be disappointed that you didn't do better for yourself. Like, maybe you started smoking and drinking too much and you didn't take care of yourself. I can be disappointed that you didn't let me down. I might be let down because, listen, you supposed to be my best man at my wedding. And you went fishing that day. Like, my dude. Shit like that. Shit like that. You know, like, now, to some people, it might not sound like nothing. Like, yo, man, he might have had this fishing trip planned for 6 months. Well, yeah, I had my wedding planned for a year. You know, save the date, that type of shit. Now, to some people, it might not be a big thing that he wasn't the best man at your weddings. But the thing is, being the best man or the maid of honor at, you know, for somebody, first of all, this is a big deal. Your best man is your best friend. I mean, hands down. Unless y'all can tell me something that I don't know. Unless you can tell me something that I don't know. From what I know, your best man is normally your best friend. Your maid of honor is normally your best girlfriend. From what I know. Zaid Arbaz says, yo, how much that chain costs? Which one? I have on 2. And I'm not going to tell you how much either one of them cost. But let's just say they cost more than this much. They cost more than that much. And with the pieces, they cost more than this much. But they don't cost that much. All right. So, yeah. So some people might look at the situation like, all right, so he wasn't the best man at your, he didn't show up to be the best man at your wedding. The thing is, a wedding doesn't just happen one day. Like, yo, all right, so we get married on December 4th, and that's going to be that. You know, you have wedding rehearsals, you have invitations that get sent out, you have all of these things that happen to prepare for a wedding. So the best man or the maid of honor is involved in all of this kind of stuff. So for your best man to go fishing on the day that he was supposed to be your best man, it's probably not a really, really good excuse. But that could be something. That might be something that might make you question whether somebody was your real best friend, number one. Maybe he wasn't my real best friend. And maybe he wasn't. But for some people, it might be like, well, I know why you went fishing that day. Because he don't like my wife. He never liked my wife. Him and my wife don't get along. So, even though he said he would be my best man and he was my best man, he decided to go on this fishing trip instead of being my best man that day. Something like that. Something like that would definitely draw a wedge between you and your man. Now, it might not be the case where you can't be friends with him anymore, but is that still your best man? Is that your best friend? Is he still best friend eligible? Because, all right, whether you like my wife or not, you're here to support me. You're my friend. You're not my wife's best friend. You're not my wife's anything. You are my man's. You my people's. You're my brother. And I expected for my brother to represent me as I go into this phase of life that's going to define my family structure. With me and my wife, we're going to have kids. So it's going to be me, my wife, the kids, the dog, the white picket fence, the garage, the shaggy dog, the shaggy dog, the cat, the Volvo station wagon, the camper that we keep in storage. That's like, because you don't like my wife, You gonna sell me out on a wedding? Right. I don't know. That don't sound best friend worthy to me. T. Carey Wright says, I wouldn't be able to recover from that. And she also says, nah, fuck that. You're my day one for a reason. And she also says, friends go through stuff, but there are certain things that you don't do. Right. And let's see. Go easy VR. That's going to be, and yo, go easy VR. I'm so proud of myself for being able to read that, because me being me or English, I would have read that as Goziver. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I said it right. Anyway, she says, or he, I can't see the picture. That's going to be expensive as hell. I don't know. But that's just an example. And these are ways that you can drive a wedge through in a relationship and sever ties, and you might not be able to get back. Here's the thing. What about the collateral damage? What about the after effects? Are you going to be able to be the same kind of friend with that person after something like that? Because that's essentially a sellout. It's essentially turning your back on somebody. You might not look at it that way, but it has a lot of the same ingredients. I was looking for you to back me up in my next chapter of life, and you pretty much said, "Nah, you got this. I'm gonna go catch me some sea bass. I'm going to go catch me some sea bass. I'm going to leave you right there, and your ass going to have to go into your next chapter of life. Yeah, peace to you. Congratulations to your wife. You know, I don't like her. I ain't really feeling her, so I had to leave you at the altar by yourself. So I hope that things go well, but in my back of my mind, I can't tell that things are going to get better for you, because I really think that she's a hoe, and she's going to do the things that you won't like, because your wife is trifling. You know that shit. So go on with your life. But I'll be back around when you get right. Yeah, we gonna go out tomorrow, maybe Saturday night, and have a little fun. Take you to the strip club, get you away from your wifey, because you's a hub that deserves a little better chick for you. I'm talking like I'm the one that's trying to get with you, and I feel bad about that. Well, maybe I don't, maybe I do, but this is the new me, and you never did see that in me before, but this how it goes now for sure. We got problems, my dude. We got problems, my dude. I said problems, my dude. Yeah. Problems, my dude. The question is, am I going to ever be able to be cool with this dude again? Now, you can say that a trust factor has been lost, but this isn't the trust factor that most people think about when you think about losing trust in somebody. This is more of a reliability issue. More of a reliability issue. Even though trust goes into reliability, and reliability goes into building trust. Dependability, reliability, however you want to term it. So it's not the kind of trust that you know that a lot of people think about. When a lot of people think about the word trust, they think about like, yo, he snitched on me. We both robbed the store and he got caught, and the cops asked him who else was his co-defendant, and he snitched. He told. God damn it. I'm spilling shit. How's it spilling? Oh, I ain't have it sealed good. Yeah. When you open up your mind to understanding what trust really is and how it really goes, you start seeing some shit. When you start thinking about what trust really is. Like, if I trust you, that means I can depend on you. It means I can rely on you. It means I will know what you're going to do without me having to be there to see you to do it. That's trust. Like, I know that my man is not going to try to, like, if he knows I'm going out of town and I'm going to be gone for a week, he's going to look out for my house. He's going to spin the block and make sure that, you know, lights that weren't on the night before ain't on now, or that the same lights that were on ain't on, aren't off now. He's going to make sure that he goes up to my door and make sure that it's not ajar. He's going to look out for my crib. He ain't going to go in my crib and raid my crib and steal shit out of my crib. He ain't going to find my stash and rob my stash or take some of my jewels or stuff like that. He's not going to take the opportunity to try to snake me out or try to act like my enemy. So that's trust right there. You trust somebody to look out for you instead of looking for you to not be there so they can impose their negative will on you. So, is it worth putting it back? Because you go, in order to put the band back together, in order to get back with a friend that you've declared yourself not friends with anymore, you're going to have to swallow a lot of pride. You're going to have to try to forget about a lot of events that happened. Maybe the biggest catastrophic event. And if we ask, is it worth it? You really have to determine for yourself. Is it really worth it? Like, I might be okay. I might be better without than with. I might be better without than with. Ogabek Ismatov, welcome back. Welcome back, my Russian friend. They killed Nasrallah. Sorry to say, I don't know who Nasrallah is. But something tells me I'm about to find out real quick. Hold on.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
I don't know what. This should be doing some weird shit.
To start your show now.
Okay. Let's see. Nas. Oh shit. Hassan Nasrallah.
Sorry, but we're experiencing a problem with our system. Please try your
Oh
call
shit.
again.
It's about to be some shit. Secretary General of Hezbollah. That's not a small thing. That's not a small thing at all. Well, one thing that this signifies is that the war between Israel and Palestine is not going to be over anytime soon. Now it's about to really get hot. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Iran steps in for real now, but we'll see. Thanks for the info. Seika Sala says, my friend got with my little sister 16 and I didn't know. I was pissed and smacked him up. I moved away and he turned out to be a good man, even helped my mom with stuff after my dad died. He forgave me. Wait a minute. How old was your friend when your sister was 16? Because I'm not so sure. I'm not, I don't know about this. Sekasala says they have been married with kids over 10 years. Oh, okay. All right. That definitely sounds like it has more of a backstory than that. Selena Grrr 169. What's good? And she says, Psalm 118 verse 24 states, this is a good day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. All right, cool. Marlon Cruz says, namaste. Namaste to you too. Peace and blessings. Idiotic Genius says, real friends wouldn't do something to cause a problem and force someone to end the friendship. That's hard to say because people make mistakes all the time. And just like lovers, friends take unnecessary chances and take friendship for granted. Man, he'd be all right, man. That's my man. That's my man. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna trip over that. He ain't gonna trip over that, even though they know they doing some foul shit. Grown woman, don't try me. Grown woman, don't try me. Grown woman, don't try me. What's going on, man? Good to see me some you. Friends take advantage or unfair advantage of friendships all the time because maybe y'all been together so long and y'all been cool for so long that you don't think twice about it. Idiotic genius says some mistakes can be forgiven, but you let them slide. But if you let them slide, they might do it again. Exactly. My man Troy McNeil, my brother Troy McNeil says, "What up, my brother from another? I know you mean mother. What up, my dude? And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. What's going on, my people? It's good to see y'all. Good to see y'all coming through. You know that I'm feeling it. So yeah. So like I see, here's the thing. Yeah, we need to break this down, man. You know, first of all, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, let's get that out of the way. Rudro Bai says, "Hey, hi, dude. You're so cool. By the way, what do you do for a living?" Well, you know, I do a little this and that, and I go here and there and mess around with this one and that one, and I tinker around with this and you know, and everything is good. You know what I'm saying? You know. I don't like to talk about what I do for a living on air because it's just not a good idea. It's just not. But I'll tell you this, it's 100% legal. It pays well. And it was something that I thought I would hate when I first started doing it. But it's something that I've grown to be good at and that I really did. Troy McNeil says, true friendship is a brotherhood. Y'all protect one another from the BS. True. And when that breaks down, it's going to hurt your feelings. A lot of people don't want to admit that ending a friendship hurts your feelings, or that you can really get your feelings hurt by a friend. We accept getting our feelings hurt by a lover, but you know how many people stand up and try to act like they didn't get their feelings hurt by a lover. Now imagine somebody you ain't even sleep with, don't even have kids with, you know, don't have a family structure, a romantic family structure with, and you trying to act like what they did didn't offend you, and you lying to yourself and lying to anybody else. Rudro Bai says, okay, then are you living a happy life? Be honest. I have never not been happy in my life. I've been disappointed plenty of times, but I've never been in a point in my life, my entire life, where I didn't feel happy. I've never felt suicidal. I've never felt like tomorrow wasn't going to bring something better than today. I've never felt hopeless or helpless a day in my life. And I know that I'm truly blessed because of that. I know that I'm truly blessed because of that, because I've lost people to suicide. I've lost people to homicide, and I've lost people to murder. They murdered somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Incarceration and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, now I'm good. I'm definitely a happy person. And for all my cynicism, I'm actually very positive. I'm very positive. I believe in today and tomorrow. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it, Emily. And she says, he needs to just go and tell these people that you're a stripper. There's no shame in that. You bringing the money to the house. Shit, if I was a stripper, then my son would be a stripper. But because I would never encourage my son to be a stripper, I can't be a stripper. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I have used stripper in so many situations. I've used stripper in so many situations. Like, how was I going to get the wax off the floor without stripper? How was I going to get the wax off the floor? Had to use a stripper, use a little more. That shit have you slipping and sliding. You got to watch out for the mop and clean up the slop. Got to get the wet vac. You got to get the wet vac to vacuum all of that. Got to make it more clean before you lay down the sheen. You know what I'm talking about, the wax. That's where it at. You don't know nothing about stripping and waxing floors. Well, now you know a little bit more. I use a stripper. Yeah, I use a stripper. Yeah, I use a stripper. Even a baseboard stripper, like put it on the wall so you can get that excess paint and the wax of all it all. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's contract. It's contractor talk. So if I know about stripping and waxing floors, you should be getting closer to knowing what I do for a living. Huh? Emily out here dry snitching. Talk about stripper. Talk about stripper. But yeah. And that's the thing. When you start talking about friendships, see, when you are dealing in a romantic relationship, when it's somebody that you have held, hugged, kissed, loved, had sex with, made children with, are trying to build a family future with, even if they let you down, even if they disappoint you, even if they disrespect you, even if they disrespect the situation and the relationship, there is often a bigger incentive to get back with that person and try to work it out. Even when people have shown you, even when your lover has shown you that they are not in your corner the way you need them to be in your corner. They are not looking out for you the way you would look out for them. They are not being the kind of person that you know that you should be hooked up with. You will kind of push that out of your mind and say, well, listen, nobody's relationship is perfect. And sometimes it's really worth it. You can't let nobody else try to define how they going to get yours and you going to get mine. I find that sometimes you got to forgive, especially when you got 3 or 4 or 5 kids. And you got to hold it down, stick around, even if when they pull down their pants, you want to clown and tell them this shit is out of bounds. It's kind of whack. And now I'm feeling like I really should have made a different choice, but we got 2 little girls and 3 little boys. So I can't just be running along. So I had to make up this half of this song. And I said that, yo, I'ma still work it out. I'ma still get back. I'ma still give a shout. I'ma get back with my in-laws because it ain't their fault. I gotta get this shit, even though I'm filled with salt. And I don't feel good. Sometimes I'll be feeling bitter. Sometimes I have to express myself on Facebook and Twitter and tell them that I need to get a life and I need to get some therapy because this shit is fucking with me. And I know that a better day is coming. But for now, I feel like I'm in this relationship and I'm slumming. But as long as everybody ain't in my face asking why are you still with your wife, well, I'm still save face. See, you might get back with a lover who has shitted on you because you might see the benefit. Like maybe your lover shitted on you, but they fucking the shit out of you at the same time. Like that shit is, you might hurt my feelings, but you give my feelings back. You hurt my feelings. You talk bad about me. I feel good. I knew I would. I feel good. It sounds shallow. But it keeps some people stuck. Not only that, like I said, you might have kids together. You might have assets together. If I break up with my wife because she made me mad or consistently hurts my feelings, I'm gonna lose my house. I'm gonna lose my money. It's gonna have a hell of an effect on my career, especially if you're in the military. You know, you're in the military, you get more money just for being married, straight up and down. You get more money just for being married. You leave your spouse. You're talking about health insurance hits, life insurance hits, car insurance, all kinds of shit. So you might rethink and think better of a romantic relationship. You might rekindle that, or it might be harder for you to end that. And you might see the worth in getting back with that person. When it comes to a friendship, you might be thinking like, this motherfucker ain't paying none of my bills. You know how people be saying that all the time. They ain't paying none of my bills. They ain't paying none of my bills. They ain't paying my bills, so they can say whatever they want and what they will. Yo, you ain't paying none of my bills, and you still all up in my conversation, giving me frustration. I ain't gotta put up with nothing that you talk about until you pay this Netflix, this motherfucking electric bill. Shout out, give me a receipt, send it to me in a text. Yo, after that, don't come at my neck. But the respect that you take out of this makes me have to do this and this. You ain't really my friend. You was never my peeps. You was never my brother. You was always on some type other shit that I knew. And I tried to ignore that shit too. And I've been seeing for years the type of shit you do. You snaked out your man before and I saw this shit. I thought that you would never do that to me, but it happened. They say what comes around, it goes around. So I'm not fucking with you no more. And I know how it sounds. And to you, I know you want to get back with me because I was doing more for you than you would ever see from anybody else. So now I'm going for self, and I know somebody wants to be down, but I'm protecting my health, and I'm protecting my health, I'm protecting my peace. I'm doing whatever I got to do, and I'm gonna sign this apartment and get this thing, and I'm gonna sign a lease. All right, okay. So yeah, you might not feel or see the worth in getting back with a friend. You might not. Like, I'ma still live. I'ma still be all right. You wasn't no real friend. See, with a lover, you be like, yeah, you was a real lover, even though you was foul. You was still a real lover. But we were rationalized that a friend wasn't ever a real friend. And you know, I don't know, man. The internet really pushes that envelope too. Like, once you fuck up, you never was what you said you was. One mistake and the internet says you was never that. You fraud. You was never my friend. I'm like, what you mean? I was never your friend. What you talking about? I paid for your ticket to go to the Beyonce concert. So what? You was only doing that shit because you got paid off a case. When your aunt died, she left you some money. You know what I mean? You had money to go to the Beyonce show. That ain't mean nothing. You still told my girl about my side jaw. All right. I'm just saying. Let's see what y'all talking about. Troy says, when your brother hurts you, you develop so mean emotions, anger, rage, depression. You make excuses for them, but you damn well, but you know damn well they're wrong. Okay. So he said, that's funny. Idiotic Genius says, you know why divorces cost so much? Because they're worth it. Ooh. Well, if you ain't got no money, you don't have shit. You ain't, divorces, they don't cost that much. It's when you have to sue for divorce. Yeah, that's when it gets expensive. Emily says, it's just crazy to me that these people come on here asking you your personal info. Like, really? Who raised these crazies? Shit, man, they trying to steal your shit. I don't know if Rudo Bai was trying to steal my shit, but shit. You know what I mean? You on social media, you see how many people be cloning accounts and all that shit. They ain't doing that shit just to be funny. They trying to get that bank information. They trying to get that bank information, baby. And they be getting it. Idiotic Genius says, taking back a bad friend is like buying the piece of shit car you just traded for a new one. Actually, it's worse because a car is mechanical. So, you know what's wrong with this car. You know why it ain't running. A bad friend will come up with new ideas on how to be worse than they were before. Johnny West says, what up, my man Johnny West? He says, hell yeah. Are you doing daytime things now? No, we do it in the daytime on the weekends. So we on late at night on the weekdays. It was supposed to be 1 o'clock in the morning on weekdays, Monday through Friday, and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday and Sunday. But because of my work schedule changing, now it's 2 o'clock. It'll be back 1 o'clock, but for now it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's still 1 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, look, I ain't doing no late night shit on no weekends and shit. Yeah, I say it is what it is. Idiotic says some cars can't be fixed, just like a bad friend. You can fix it. You can replace all the parts. You can fix a bad car. New engine, new tranny, new compressor, new everything. You can't do that with a friend. Because what you really need to fix with a friend is just two things: his heart and his mind. And once those two things go bad, you really can't fix that. Grown Woman Don't Try Me says, I was driving earlier and couldn't respond to everyone, but hey, y'all, if I miss shouting you out, that's what's up. Idiotic says you can tune both of them. You can tune up both of them, but they'll still bite you in the ass in the end. I would take a bad car over a bad friend any day. Because you know what happens with a bad car? It just don't work. A bad friend work every day. They go to work to make their money. They work for you. They work against you. Now, I'll take a bad car over a bad friend any day. I own 4 vehicles, and 3 out of the 4 run like Swiss watches. The fourth one is a BMW, and that motherfucker is sitting. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't hurting shit. Registration is straight. Inspection is straight. Everything. I park that bitch and it don't bother nobody. You got a bad friend, that motherfucker might feel some kind of way about you not calling them no more. He might feel some kind of way about you not inviting him over to watch the game with him no more. He might feel some kind of way about you making moves, doing things, entertaining other friends, building yourself up. So guess what he gonna do? Now he gonna start a smear campaign. I ain't never had a car go out and tell other people like, yo, he don't be driving me. He don't care. And when he do drive me, he be trying to go all fast. He don't even let me warm up for a few minutes. Like he be dogging. He act like I'm a horse. Car ain't gonna do that. Park that bitch. It been parked in the same spot. I had that shit parked in the same spot for like a couple of months. I ain't even thought about moving it. The last time I started it up, I ain't like the way it sounded. I was like, I just got this motherfucker fixed. I just got it fixed. It's a new engine, rebuilt engine. But anybody knows you drive a BMW, you got to spend money. They leak all the time. It's a piece of shit. But it's the ultimate driving machine. Only reason I keep the car because it was my dad's car. It was my dad's car. Before he passed, he gave me the car. So it has a sentimental value. It's very beautiful. I got it painted and you know what I'm saying? This shit look nice. Look nice. But we good. We good. Nar says people go for the same type of person in different bone bag. In a different bone bag. Wow. All right, grown woman says a bad friend is one who doesn't know how to be a real friend. Ooh. Mm. Well, when I ask, is repairing a friendship worth it? You really have to think about it, because once you have lost that level of respect that you need in order to be a good friend to somebody, is it worth like, are you even a friend anymore? Like, we talking about whether they was a real friend. Can you be a friend to somebody who you no longer believe in? Because more than likely, you were friends with somebody because you believed in them, because you understood them, because you could feel them, because you trusted them, because you knew that you could rely on them. You wasn't friends with them unless you on some different shit. You wasn't friends with them because they was cute. You wasn't friends with them because they was sexy. You wasn't friends with them, for superficial reasons. Some people are friends with people because of that. That's why I have to mention it. It's crazy, but that's the easiest way to not be friends with somebody if you on that type time. So when you ask, is repairing a friendship worth it? You have to ask yourself, can I restore this friendship back to factory settings, to factory condition, the way it was out the box? Not necessarily right out the box, because you're not best friends or good friends with somebody right away. Some people claim to be, but I'm talking about realistic, mature type of thinking. So pardon me if I interject certain things. So if I repair this friendship, will I be able to give this friendship what I used to give it? See, when you talk about a lover, you've already made that decision. All right, well, I'm going to get back with them. I'm going to let bygones be bygones, but I'm going to just keep my eyes open to make sure that they ain't shitting on me again. So it's a reasonable way to feel and a reasonable way to act. You know what I mean? And if your lover starts giving you reason to trust them again, to love them the way that you loved them before, then it might be okay. Like, all right, yeah, she fucked that nigga, or she was getting ready to, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't love her. I'd be lying if I said I ain't love her. I'd be lying if I said I didn't love her. I'd be lying if I say I was thinking above her. I'd be lying if I said that I wanted to walk away. I'd be lying if I say that I seen better days. I'd be lying if I say that I didn't want to do something different, but I know that I'm stuck here like Chuck. And I'd be lying if I say that it's easy for me to walk away from her. And if something else occurs, then I know that I better be ghost. But for right now, I'ma do this shit for the most. And I know that I gotta keep my eyes pinned. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We are talking about, is repairing a friendship worth it? Is it repair? Now, normally you would be able to call into the show. We can't take calls today because Blog Talk is acting like a dickhead. We was just able to take calls a few hours ago, but now they like, no, we're down for maintenance. I'm like, I pay my money to y'all bastards, but that's another. They are not my friends. They got a lot of enemy qualities. But when you think about the question of whether you should whether repairing a friendship is worth it or not, will you be able to put things into the friendship like you did before? Will you be able to set aside time for this friendship like you did before? Because you might not be willing to do that. When before you was like, yo, that's my homie. You know, if they need something, I'm going to make sure that I'm Johnny on the spot. I'm gonna make sure that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure that I leave my key under the mattress in case his girl kick him out and he gotta stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that he got a key to my ride if in case he need to get away or something. You know, whatever, however you do it. You might not feel like you could ever do that again. Small shit, little shit. You know, when you start taking things away from people, that lets you know where you are in that relationship. The same way as when you start giving things to people, you know where you are in that relationship. So I'm going to give you access. I'm going to give you information. I'm going to give you opportunity. Now, when I don't feel like you a friend no more, oh no, I got to take away that access. Nah, call before you come from now on. Yeah. Don't just get up and go to my refrigerator. That's rude. I don't give a fuck if you did it 100 times before. Nah, ain't nothing in there for you. You know, shit. Oh, you don't have a ride home from work and you get off late? Well, you know, Uber and Lyft is open 24/7. Uber and Lyft is open 24/7. Keep calling back until you get the right price. You know how Uber is. Uber X and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Uber got peak hours and all of that shit. You know what I mean? For the same distance. You called 5 minutes ago and that shit was $35. 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, that shit is $16. Like, yeah. But you know how it go, because you know, you mess around with that Uber thing. For what you be spending on Uber, you should get yourself a car. I used to let you drive mine. You ain't even had no license. Bitch ass nigga. Shit like that. When you start taking shit away, lemon seed. When you start taking shit away, that lets you know where you are or where somebody is with you. Aaron J says, can you do the beatbox? No. I mean, you talking about the human beatbox? I can, but I wouldn't. Okay. Johnny West says, you're born into family. You choose your friends. I still got the same friends since 8th grade, and we going to Vegas soon, like every year. That's dope. That's real dope. Grown woman says, nope, I can't. There's usually some betrayal there that I can't tolerate. Norris, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill says, you can't unsee or unhear things that change the friendship. We know how fragile trust can be. Idiotic Genius says, bad friends are like ex-girlfriends. Put them out of your life and don't look back while you're trying to move forward. The thing is, you'll go back and have sex with an ex-girlfriend, even a bad one. You know, somehow you'll rationalize like, I'll just get the pussy and, you know, we won't be together no more. You done went back and hit for the last 3-4 nights. Yeah, but I don't, you know, I mean, yeah. But that's it, though. Okay. Nigga, you still got a key to a crib. Yeah. So? But I'm saying, it ain't like that. But still, I'm sure I'm going to take the pussy. Okay. Okay. Oh. Hello World says some relationships are conditional. If I got to keep checking on you, it's a whole nother relationship that I don't feel obligated. I hear you. Idiotic says bad choices lead to bad consequences. TK Wright says I'm at Home Depot. Okay, but yeah, like when I say, is it worth it to repair a friendship? See, our friendships define our personality. I think that's one of the reasons why we be so hurt when our friends do us dirty. Our friends, just like who said it? Who said it? We choose our friend. Johnny West. Just like Johnny West said, we choose our friends. I've heard it said that we actually don't choose them. I've heard that we actually see our friends before we even choose them. Like somehow the universe fixes the energy for us to be attracted to people before we even have a way to orchestrate it. Might be some truth to that. But for the most part, we do choose our friends. We choose who we want to hang out with and how long we want to do that. So our friendships, they define who we like, what we like, and what we like to do. That's what our friendships are a clear window to. What we like, who we like, and what we like to do. Because the things that we like to do, we do them with our friends. Had a little help from my friends. Had a little help with my friends. We do. We like to go out partying. Who do we go out partying with? Our friends. Yo, man, you know what I mean? We gonna go scoop these chicks. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go kick it with the honeys. Who do we do that with? Our friends. Yo, we going down to the car races. These motherfuckers dragging. They drag racing over here by the water or whatever. You know what I mean? We got to get out of here when the cops come. Who do we go see those car races with? Those drag races with? Our friends. Yo. Man's robbed the store, but they think we did it. No. Let me put it this way. I'm going with the juice example. We gonna rob the store, and we gonna get this money because Poppy be having the money. Blah 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 blah. It's an easy thing. All we gotta do is cover our faces and blah 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 blah. Who you gonna rob? Who did you rob the store with? Your friends. I'm not saying that you would choose that option, but you understand what I'm saying. You're gonna do it with your friends. Your friends are who you do dirt with. Even if it's filthy dirt or just a little, like, yo, you need to wash up. You smelling musty. You smelling like outside, like your mom would tell you when you was like 8, 9 years old. You smell like outside. Go jump your ass in the tub. So when a friendship breaks down, it's like a piece of your soul. It's like a piece of your personality. Your choices all come into question because of your friends. So you might not be able to restore that. So you might not look at it as being worth it. Let me see. TK Wright says, when a friend does something wrong, never forget the things that they've done right. I'm glad you said that because, like I said, the internet teaches you that one mistake, one wrongdoing means that they were never your friend. They was never your friend. You was never my friend. You was always just waiting for me to fail. You was always plotting my downfall. Damn, nigga, just because I didn't throw no rice? Just because I ain't throw no rice? At the wedding, you got to throw. Anyway, Ronnie Forecast says, I had to cut bro off. He wanted to be a 40-year-old upcoming rapper and make songs about fake friends. I outgrew rapping. I had to read the rest of the comments so I could be sure that that wasn't the stupidest thing I ever read in my life. I just had to read the rest of the comments to make sure that that wasn't the stupidest comment that I ever read in my life. But now I'm sure. You win. You win. Give him a cowbell. 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 You, sir, are a champion. You got it. Grown woman says, I value friends. It's not easy to find true friends who gels with you on many levels, not just superficial common likes. Word. And she also says, everyone is not your friend. You also have associates that you can hang out with. And we ain't even talk about them. We ain't even talking about them. See, you never have to repair a friendship with an associate. You ain't got to do that. I mean, think about it. I don't have to be associated with you again. I ain't got to repair my association with you again. A friendship, I might have to think about it. I might have to repair our friendship. I don't have to repair our association. Like, if you an associate, that means you wasn't really my friend. You was somebody I know and somebody that I'm not enemies with. That's what you are. You're not my friend. You're a friend. You're not my friend. You're a friend. You're not a foe. You're not an enemy. You're not an ops. Okay. Idiotic Genius says people are free to choose, but not free from the consequences of their choice. Choose your friends wisely. Okay. TK Wright says, if I call you my friend, then I think of you as family. Okay. Hello World says tolerance levels are adjustable. Don't let it compromise peace. Cool. Hello World also says expectations lead us into our differences. I don't know. I think differences are okay. I learn from differences. Okay. Nora says, I like the saying, everybody can't walk with us the whole journey. I like it too. I feel that. Idiotic Genius says, a real friend wouldn't go around telling people you got arrested. They'd be in the back of that cop car with you. I don't know. Two people being locked up don't seem no better than one. Somebody got to post this bail. Okay, grown woman beat me to that. Says idiotic or be waiting to post bail. Like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be in the back of the cop car with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at the magistrate or at your mom crib, you know, you trying to scrape up this cake to get you released. Like, goddamn, please let him get some ROR. Because if you a repeat offender, more than likely you're not my friend. I can't be dealing with nobody that's always getting in trouble with the cops. I can't, be like, yo, your best friend must be Donald Trump. Can't stay out of trouble. All right. TK Wright says a real friend has bail money or a lawyer or something. Do something. You know what I mean? Put up some placards. You know what I mean? Free my homie. Shit. Didn't Bun B do that for Pimp C? On my hip hop heads. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know, Pimp C passed in 2006. But Bun B, the whole time he was locked up, Bun B was like, you know, free Pimp C. Free Pimp C. And eventually he did get free. All right. Emily says, idiotic. I can be your friend, but you a lie if you think I'll be in that cop car. That's what I'm saying. I'm cool on the cop car. Johnny West says there are different levels of friendship. There is the live for you in court friendship. There's the help you move friendship, and there's the pick you up from the airport friendship. To me, those are all the same friendship. To me. Idiotic says, I'm usually the bail poster for my friends, only because I can run faster than they can. It says, you have a collect call from a correctional facility. Man, fuck that. I was so glad when inmates started sneaking cell phones in. I was like, oh, this is the best thing that has ever happened to prison. Would you swallow a cell phone for your homie and shit it out so he can make calls? Would you? Charger and all. Would you swallow your cell phone? And shit it out. I got some hand sanitizer. Woo! Oh, man. Yo, homie. Yo. Check you out on Facebook Live. Would you swallow your cell phone and shit it out later? Swallow your cell phone, shit it out later. Swallow your cell phone, shit it out later. Would you do that for your homie? Yo, if you ain't a hater, I said swallow your cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow your cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone, shit it out later. You would do it for your incarcerated hater. I mean, homie, if you ain't a hater. Excuse me, y'all. I know I'm still recovering. DK right says, I'm the friend that usually finds a loophole in the law so you can get off for your crime. Sounds good to me. Idiot Jesus says, phone call from jail costs more than bail. Well, it adds up. And it all depends on what that bail is. Emily says, I can honestly say no. I will not be swallowing a cell phone. I knew you was never down. You a job turkey. You ain't nothing but a job time turkey. TK right says, I'm too cute to be smuggling on the phone in that way. I'm sure one of these guys is going to think I'm cute. That's what's up. Idiology says, I got a flip 5. I'll armpit it, but I ain't swallowing nothing. He says, I hope you guys in jails don't think I'm cute. Oh, shit. Hold on. Y'all swallow drugs for your homie and shit it out, but you won't swallow a cell phone? This shit is wrong. It's immoral. It's wrong. It's immoral. Yo, swallow the cell phone. Swallow the cell phone. Swallow the cell phone. Yo, till your homie gets home, I said, swallow the cell phone. Till he gets home, I said, swallow the cell phone. Till he gets home, I said, swallow the cell phone. Swallow the cell phone. Swallow the cell phone. Until he gets home, I said, swallow the cell phone. Shit it out so you can give your homie the phone. So he won't be alone. He can go on Facebook Live. He can tweet all day and I gotta get the cell phone down my throat. Gotta get it in my stomach, through my intestines, and shit it out. Get it out. Gotta shit it out. Get it out. Swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone and get it out later. Swallow the cell phone and get it out later. Do it for your homie that's thinking that I hate. I said, swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Gotta do it for your incarcerated homie. You be a hater. swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. I said swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. I said swallow the cell phone and shit it out. I said swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. I said swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone, get a small one. Don't get that I said swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Yo, don't get the iPhone Max, baby. Don't get the iPhone Max or the Samsung Ultra. That's too big and it's bad for the culture. You're gonna need an enema to get the cell phone out. Go and shit it out. Yo, let it out. Swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Swallow the cell phone and shit it out later. Gotta do it for your homie if that's what you ain't a hater. Swallow the cell phone. Eat the cell phone. Eat the cell phone, anime. Come on, anime, eat this goddamn cell phone. Eat the cell phone. Eat the cell phone. Eat the cell phone. You gotta eat the cell phone. You gotta eat the cell phone. You gotta eat the cell phone. Eat the cell phone. Eat the cell phone, anime. I said, eat the cell phone. Anime, baby. Eat the cell phone. Anime, baby. Eat the cell phone. Anime, baby. Shit it out. Let it out. Shit it out. Let it out. Eat the cell phone, baby. Eat the cell phone, baby. I eat the cell phone and shit it out. I shit it out later if you're not a hater. And he would do it for you, but you can tell me that you wouldn't do what you gotta do. Eat the phone, boo. You gotta do y'all, man, y'all niggas ain't real friends. Y'all was y'all some job time turkeys, man. And y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of job time turkeys. This is what I call me a goddamn disgrace. This is a goddamn disgrace. All right. Grown woman says, that's not a friend. That's a fool because you going on to glory for doing that. No. You got to get yourself a little small cell phone. Swallow cell phone. Don't put it in the case. Don't swallow the case. The cell phone. All right. Man, yeah, it's a sad day on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and I see that we don't know real friendship. All right, Buada Haguski, what's going on? Says that real gold, man. You already know we don't fake nothing over here, and we got real cow bones. You know we got real gold. Idiotic Genius says if a guy can swallow a Samsung Fold, he's going to be real popular in jail. Yeah, I think you might have a point there. You might have a strong point there. You just might. You might be on to something. All right. Grown woman says, enema my ass. You gonna need surgery. Y'all so negative. Don's King says your neck gonna turn green, player. No, it ain't. This real gold, man. I like real gold, patent seal gold, not like some gold, which is slum gold, GOLD gold. And I've been told if it's too hot to hold, you can get it. So see, I normally take off my rings. So when I'm beating on tables, I don't fuck my shit up. But since y'all want to talk shit like my gold ain't real, I'm put my shit on and my ice. Fuck out of here. You see that ring? You see that shit? That shit icy. You know what I'm saying? That shit mad icy. So is that one. You know wearing no fucking real gold. 54 years old. I'm wearing no fake ass gold. I'm gonna look 54 years old. I ain't no young boy. Got time to be playing out here. And I dare you to try to rob me. I dare you. That fucking gun. Fuck out of here. Pussy. All right. All right. Hello World says stay out of situations that may lead to swallowing cell phones. Yo, hold on. I gotta give you some triangle for that. Stay out of situations that will lead you to having a stay out of situations that lead you to have to swallow up. Stay out of situations that lead you to having to swallow up. Yo, 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 swallow, swallow cell phone, no diddy. Swallow cell phone, no diddy. Swallow cell phone, no diddy. I did it for my man from my city. Swallow cell phone, no diddy. Somebody swallow cell phone for Diddy. Diddy locked up, no cell phone. Somebody swallow. Hey, got it. Hold up. Diddy locked up, no cell phone. Somebody better swallow. Bring the nigga home. Diddy did it. Maybe he did it. Maybe he didn't do it. He did something. They got it flowing like fluid. It's a bad situation. He's locked up now. Somebody need to swallow a motherfucking cell phone down. Did it. I said, swallow cell phone. No Diddy. All right. Don's King says that's copper player. Copper, you mean rose gold? Man, it's rose gold. Even the ring, I guess that's copper too, right? I guess that's copper too. I should have put it on his finger. That's copper too? That's copper too? Okay. All right, well, whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. Grown woman says even superhead ain't doing that. That's because she don't really give head. She give a lot of hand. They should have called her super hands. Like she's a hand specialist. She ain't giving that much head. You know what I mean? You ever see superhead? Superhead because she's a handy specialist. Hold on. Nah, you getting the call back. We ain't doing that. Fuck out of here. Okay, all right. Idiotic Genius says out of box ain't gonna save you from long showers in jail. Not an out of box. That shit too thick. This shit's too thick. Antonio says, hope to see you clean and off them streets, bro. My prayers are with you. Stay strong. Man, I ain't never been on them streets. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of drug activity, but not involving me. And but yo, I appreciate that though, because you know, shit, you never know. Anybody can get caught up. Grown woman says, Don, why is that bothering you? Is your gold real? He ain't got no gold. Motherfucker probably don't even have no gold teeth. He probably ain't got no teeth. Johnny West says, I'm an old man. I ain't got no reason for a fake Rolex. Exactly. Like, what are y'all talking about? Idiotic Genius says, if I go to jail, I'm telling them I used to work at a circus eating glass. Grown woman says, we don't even fake the funk over here. So jewelry is no different. No doubt. Hello World says, cut my hair down so low. The waves be showing around my neck. Dookie ropes be glowing. Hope inside a BM ride with the BBS times on all four sides. With the BBS rims on all four sides. That's what I'm talking about. He knows the song. Yo, Hello World knows the song. That was by Nice and Smooth from their first album. That shit is dope. Cut my head down so low, the waves be showing around my neck. Dookie ropes be glowing. Hope inside the BM ride with the BBS rims on all four sides. Shit, that's what I'm talking about. TK right with the super chat. They've done enough swallowing for Diddy. I'm going down. I'm going down. Cause you ain't around, baby. My whole world turned side down. What the y'all be more than wailing. Y'all wailing. Yo, hold on. Don King says, you 50 acting 15. Come on, baby. At some point in your life, you gotta mature into a grow and grow into a man. Okay, well, you know what? Tell you what, I'll bite. Tell me what a grown man does that I don't do. So, like, you probably say that a grown man probably pays his own bills, has his own house, cars, takes care of other people. Like, let me know what a grown man does that I might not do. Because I'm interested. Because you talking about wearing fake chains. I'm not sure if a grown man wouldn't do that. I know I don't do it, but I'm just interested. Like, what does a grown man do? Since you calling somebody baby boy? Because from the movie Baby Boy didn't have his own place. He didn't have his own car. He didn't take care of his kids. I mean, he kind of did. I mean, he was on his way. But Baby Boy lived in a room with his mom. His mom didn't have her own place. Remember, that was grandmom crib. So I'm interested. Now you got my attention with that one. All right. Nora says real friends don't question another's gold. What? I feel like the ancestors are speaking to me today. Grown woman says, these ninjas always thinking stuff over here is fake. Nah, wrong channel. Oh man, I love that. Emily says off topic, but the Diddy and Trump fans show up last night's show. You know they did. I'm surprised they ain't here. Sharon, what's good? All right, this is what we're going to do. So, hopefully I can morph into a grown man with my baby boy self. I don't give a fuck. This is what baby boy is going to do. I'm gonna make sure my shit dripping. Make sure my shit is dripping. Hold on. Let me do this first. Because this has been working lately. You gotta we gotta exercise some of let the spirits of my natives, let them exercise these dickhead trolls up out of here. See, I don't mind certain trolls, but certain trolls, they gotta get out of here. So if y'all see them, get them up out of here. Y'all see them? So these bitch ass niggas, get them out of here. Get them out. 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 Yeah. He's still here, but maybe we can turn him around. All right. So we get him out of here. 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 All right. And that's for my super chats, from my super peeps. My super chats from my super peeps. Now, those are what I consider to be real friends. Those are what I consider to be real friends. Now, real friends don't have to give you money, but what real friends will do is give you real encouragement. What they will do is give you the real good word. What they will do is give you a real reason to believe that things can be better later on than they were today. That's what real friends will do. All that other shit, that next shit, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be material when it comes to your friendships, then you got to understand what comes along with materialism. Basically, if your friends are based on your material desires, then you're going to get exactly what you pay for. And I mean that figuratively and literally. So as we proceed to give you what you need, all right. Okay. Don King says, I've been paying bills since I was 16 years old. That ain't no flex. I didn't say it was a flex. I asked you to tell me what a grown man does. Since you are charging with somebody with not being a grown man, say what a grown man does. That's what I'm asking you to do. So maybe you have a problem with expressing yourself. You might not have a problem with trying to diss somebody, but you might have a problem with explaining things, which a grown man should be able to do easily. You know, after all, if you're a grown man, all of your thinking is based on logic. So shout out to Emily Dunlap, because she asked, did the Diddy and Trump people show up last night? Well, if you look at the chat right now, they just showed up. I say, look at the chat now. They just showed up. You can't stop them. Can't stop them. All right, let me see. Grown woman says, yes, get them demons out. Get them bitch ass demons up out of here, son. TK Wright says, do you own your house or do you pay bills at someone else's house? All right. Emily says, Don's grown men don't tear other men or ladies down. So why, if you grown, you worried about another man to this extent? That nigga, he probably a female. You know what I mean? One thing about this internet shit, you don't know who you talking to. He might be a straight bitch. And I ain't saying all females are bitches, but this nigga might be a straight bitch. I mean, he talk like a bitch. I mean, he might just be one. All right. TK Wright says, what is he doing that says he's not a man? Emily says, it's not hard to get you out. Sharon says, buy him a coffee and tell him to bounce. Marissa Alberg, what's going on? What's going on? Thanks for coming through. I know, right? TK Wright said, Don's, it'll only take one of us to get you out. Yeah, I mean, look, we trying to let people hang out. We trying, you know what I mean? Trying to let you hang out. TK Wright says, by the way, You are one of the viewers. A real man would take the opportunity with a valid point of view of a teaching moment rather than putting another man down. I mean, I don't even consider what he was doing to be putting me down, because it's only putting him down when it works. I mean, that shit ain't gonna work. Like, I can take my chains off. I can take them off. Now, because of my pride and ego, I wouldn't take it off just because it might please him, but I can do something better. Sharon says, grown men buy a sack of 20 sliders at White Castle. You know what? A stack of 20 sliders at White Castle. You know, it's funny. I just had a conversation about White Castle and them nasty ass burgers the other day at work. So it's so funny that you brought up White Castle. That's just wild. TK Wright says he only said that he pays bills. He only said that he owns his house once, as which that means that he's full of shit. Word. Hello World says topic got Houdini and TikTok songs playing in my mind. All right, friends. How many of us have them? All right. Emily said, speaking of Houdini, damn, this damn tea. Loose tea bags got shit in my mouth. Like, my favorite song by Houdini. You know my favorite song by Houdini is, it's not the song that everybody would think. My favorite song by Houdini was two. One Love is my favorite song by Houdini, but the other favorite song by Houdini is Escape. You know, people forget about the song Escape, but I always loved that song because to me, it was so real at the time it was out. Because the lyrics of Escape is Jalil comes out. He says, I took the train this morning on my way to work. So lady on the train spilled coffee on my shirt and people started laughing like the whole thing was funny. I would have went home except I need the money because times is hard. My boss is crazy. The guy who works with me is so damn lazy, sits around all day, drinks coffee and tea, expects all the work to be done by me. Sometimes I wonder what they hired me for, to operate computers and run to the store. And then when I ask for a raise, they tell me to be patient. I've been working 3 years without a damn vacation. Things could be better, but they're getting worse. Before I had this job, I never used to curse. And I'm tired of motherfuckers always treating me wrong. So why they tell the DJ to play my song? And I used to play that verse over and over, even though I never been through it. Them lyrics I used to just be like, yo, I never thought Jalil was that much of a lyrical rapper, but he killed that verse. He killed it. I caught the train this morning on my way to work. Some lady on the train spilled coffee on my shirt and people started laughing like the whole thing was funny. I would have went home except I need the money because times is hard. My boss is crazy. God works next to me. He's so damn lazy. Sits around all day, drinks coffee and tea, expect all the work to be done by me. Sometimes I wonder what they hired me for, to operate computers and run to the store. When I ask for a raise, tell me be patient. I've been working 3 years without a damn vacation. All right. Woo! Uh-oh. All right. Well, we see what happened here. Oh, well. All right. Honk says, I tell all my friends and family that I love them. Both seem to appreciate it. How can you not? Real love ain't easy to come by. P. Diddy's baby oil. Oh my God. It says, you kind of sound like LL Cool K. Yo, man, pass me that. Hold on, y'all. Pass me that. Yeah, give me one. Give me one. Okay, thank you. Let me show y'all. Fuck out of here. All right. T. Gary Wright says probably sitting there watching in his sequins panties. Emily says somebody's trying to get in the spotlight any way they can. Poor little tink tink. Lakeisha Kumar says hello from India. What up, India? Shout out to India. Josh Bruin is here. What's good? What's good? Thanks for coming back through. He says happy Saturday, everyone. Wanted to come and spend some time and send some love. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So we were talking about is repairing a friendship worth it? Is repairing a friendship worth it? See, the thing about it is when you separate from a friend, when you declare somebody to not be your friend anymore, there's so many things that you probably had to unpack as you decided that you didn't want to be friends with them anymore. You can't hang out with them like you used to hang out with them because you don't know if they have your back the way you used to think that they had your back. You can't express yourself and tell them things like you probably used to tell them because you don't know if they'll keep your secrets the way you thought that they used to keep your secrets. Not just secrets, but some things are just private. Some things just don't need to be, expressed to the public. And in these days of social media and things like that, people take the liberty of doing all kinds of outlandish shit. Like you have a conversation with somebody, a private conversation about some serious shit between you and them. And you go on your friends, you magically see excerpts from your conversation on somebody's page. Like, just a coincidence that my man is talking about his cousin marrying his cousin. Just a coincidence. We was just talking about that. But shit like that. But that's not something that I would think would dissolve a friendship. Like, you're going to dissolve a friendship when you have decided that somebody can't be your friend anymore. They can't be a friend to you anymore. Like, you've tried to be friends with them. You can't do that. They have eliminated your ability to be friends with them. So when a friend starts acting in an unfriendly manner, and I don't just mean, talking mean to you, or talking disrespectfully or something like that. I mean, not being a friend to you. Like, you ever tell somebody something and you can tell while you're telling them that they're not going to keep it to themselves? You can tell that they're only listening to be able to tell it to somebody else. And you know this shit while you're telling them something. And so you start readjusting the story in real time while you're telling them. Like, yeah. So, when Mickey was messing around with Jennifer, like he really liked her cousin. And her cousin was feeling him. But because he was messing around with Jennifer, he decided that Jennifer would always be the only woman for him. And so it was never a question. The end. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You ain't been on this show. Hold on. You ain't been on this show for like mad months. Now you want to come through scratching and shit. Oh, y'all know who I'm talking. I'm talking to this motherfucker here. Say hi, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You coming over here regulating and scratching, demanding attention. You ain't been here. Yo, you used to come through all the time. Yo, you know you hit. Come here. Don't be walking away from me. Don't be walking away from me. You know I like that shit. Now look. Stop rubbing against my leg. I'm trying to talk to you. Sit. Get out of here. You give me allergies. She like pick me up again. Anyway. Anyway. So, yeah. When you talking to somebody that you know is only listening to what you're telling them so they can tell somebody else, because it's a form of clout chasing. And when you know that your friend is a clout chaser, like they might be a good friend otherwise, but you know they like to be the one that's in the know. They like to be the go-to person for the gossip or for the little scoop on things and all of that. You know that's how they roll. And they be like, here we go. And many people have had to submit to the fact that their friend is a clout chaser. That's who they are. That's who and what they are. All right. Josh says, putting in a bunch of work for someone who is unwilling to reciprocate is going to only hurt me. And he says invalidation is a blow to the self-esteem, potentially. Crystal says she missed us. She didn't say that shit. She said, love me. Happiness is just for you. Love me. Love me. Little Gigolo. Or I'm sorry, little Gojo. Okay. All right. Clayton Ferris says she runs the show. She's doing something. She's doing something. All right. Small-minded people with no life. Word. No, TK, right. You got to take that. They can't call in today. They can't call in. Remember, we ain't got no. They can't call in today. No phones. We ain't got no phones. They can't call in today, unfortunately. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow. Marissa Allbird says he is so cute. You talking about the cat? That's actually a girl. That's Crystal. Crystal. Where'd she go? See? That's why a lot of people have pets and they like their pets over people. One thing your dog or cat will never do, they ain't gonna snitch on you. Not openly. They'll snitch on you in other ways. Like sniff around your pants leg and be like, meanwhile, your woman looking like, where your pants leg been? Hey, babe, what you talking about? Your pants leg, nigga. Where your pants leg been? Well, the cat was just letting me know that you've been around somebody. You've been somewhere. You know. You've been doing something with somebody. TK Rice says, when a dog will walk to where you're hiding. You ain't never done lied, boy. She said, Fido, he's in the closet. With that dumb look on their face, like, you know, your cat ever sniff you and just give you they'd be like, and they just give you the, I don't even know what that means. It's just not the, it's the, yeah. Nah, look. I ain't been around nobody else. Nah, you've been feeding them bum ass cats outside. I smell alley cat all over your punk ass. You out there feeding them my food. That's my shit. You got one cat to feed around here. I'm gonna be feeding them motherfuckers. Let them eat birds and squirrels. They eat birds and squirrels. That's how they live. And here we eat cat food. 9 Lives, Frisky's Buffet, the Fancy Feast, the Cat Chow, Purina, Iams, that kind of shit. They want to eat, let them catch a field rat. Let them tear out the trash. Let them eat them turkey bones you've been throwing away. That kind of shit. They eat what the raccoons eat. You don't feed them my food. You don't feed them my food. What's wrong with you? Can't teach these humans shit. Okay. Josh says, you have the old Tomcat, our meow mix, and I know. Oh, you gave the old Tomcat our meow mix, and I know it. They really take issue with that shit. TK right says, my dog used to show my kids where I was hiding when they were little. She thought that she was helping. And she was helping, all right. Dry snitch, but she ain't tell him what you said. Like, you sure y'all friends? From what I know, y'all got a little beef. And it ain't the kind you eat. That's what I know. But it is what it is, man. We about to get on up out of here. Let's do these birthday shout outs. And then I'm going to let you good folks enjoy the rest of your day. And let you good folks enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's how we do. That's how we go. That's how we play. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 28th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. My man Malcolm Hill, comedian Malcolm Hill, be doing his thing in the city, throwing them shows, getting on that stage. Happy birthday to you, my brother. And also Dwayne Perry, happy birthday to you. And Tammy Thomas, happy birthday to you. She be doing the damn thing on the internet. And Nina Brown, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, Veronica Lopez, which is spelled like Lopes, like Lisa Lopez name was L-O-P-E-S instead of L-O-P-E-Z. I don't know. But anyway, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious audience. September 28th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, friendships get put back together sometimes, but sometimes you think that doing it is a waste of time. And I'm of the impression that sometimes you can let things wait or go by the wayside and you reside in the place where you live. And sometimes where you live is where you used to really give the piece of your heart, a piece of your mind. You used to give a piece of the sun and let the sun shine. You used to give everything you had, the money in your pocket, in all of your accounts in really large amounts. You might have even took them on vacation and pay everything like it was all inclusive because you think that you get the things that you would like to get back one day. Even if they don't have it today, maybe they have it one day. And it didn't really pan out to be that way. But you're a good person, and so in peace you stay. And protecting your peace is something that we have to do. So I do it my way, you do your way for you. But when friendships break down, it's going to hurt your feelings. Your heart will feel like it bounced around just like a ball and got shot. And that shit is not the way to feel, but have not another bad thought all up in your mind and all up in your heart, yo, from the beginning and the start. You never thought that y'all would not be friends no more. But that's the way it is today. But tomorrow, for sure, you're going to pick yourself up because it might not be worth it to get back. So you going to stay here and stack your own cash. Not that that's the key to success, but for friendship, hopefully one day you'll be blessed again for you, my friend. But for right now, the friendship with the others had to end. Putting it back together might not be a good idea. No, yes, yeah. We can't be like we once were before. So I don't want to be friends no more. I mean, really, when you really think about it, if you can't be friends the way that you used to be friends, then it's probably not a good idea to be friends. You can go from being an associate to being a friend. And unfortunately, you can go from being a friend to being an associate. But sometimes people choose that option for themselves rather than the circumstances warranted. Just like you might be called to the carpet for taking unfair advantage of a relationship, you could do the same thing in a friendship. But more than likely in a relationship, somebody is going to take you back and give you another chance. In a friendship, depends, right? Because every infraction is not breakup worthy for a friendship. Like, you did a small little fuck thing. Like, I told you to tell my mom that I spent the night over your house. You fucked it up and told them that I went to the store. All right. Whatever. I can't even really explain it. Y'all know in your own personal friendships, you know what the serious violations are and what they're not. And it might be the case where only you and your friend know what the violation is. And you've probably had to go through that before where people were asking, how come you don't hang out with such and such no more? How come y'all don't be together like y'all used to all the time? Because when you used to see one, you used to see the other. Like y'all was 100% blood sisters and brothers. And you might not want to get into the logistics of the whole thing. You just be like, well, yeah, we don't be around each other that much no more because, life started lifing. And that shows that you really still have respect for the friendship that y'all had. Life started lifing. You ain't have to say that. You could have just been like, cause the motherfucker wrong, he ain't no good. And I'm telling you to stay away from him. All right. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow between 1 and 1:30 for another Urban Therapy with Sun show. So please come through. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And we gonna be back. We gonna be back. Yeah, we coming back right and exact. I said we will be back. We will be back. Yeah, coming through right and exact. All right, y'all. Let's get on up out of here. Holla. Peace.